Hello everyone, Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning into Love with me. I am so grateful that you are here today for this special pick a card reading. This one is called What Risk is My Higher Self Asking Me to Take for Love? What risk do I need to take right now in the name of love? So tune into the 6 different groups here. There's 6 different messages. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And just take your time for a moment to tune in. Feel whatever feels right for you to your gut. It's usually a very subtle, repetitive knowing. Trust it. And I just want to thank you so much for your time, your energy, for tuning in with me. I am truly so grateful to be a messenger for you. You know, I exist for those for whom I exist. I am here for you. You are here for me. And together we're walking this path. And I just kept hearing, take the risk. Love is worth the risk. Love is worth taking risks. We are unlimited, eternal beings. There is no reason to stay stuck in a life that makes you absolutely miserable. The only thing worth taking a risk for is love, right? So let's see what your higher self wants you to risk and take a leap of faith in moving forward on your authentic path towards love, towards your bliss, what you came here to do, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you again for tuning in with me. I'll put a timestamp in the description. And if you would like to receive a personal reading from me, you will find the information in the description box at my website, crystallyn.love as well. And send me an email. I'd love to be a messenger for you. So I'm honored. I'm super grateful to get into this and excited. So let's see what your higher self has to share with you guys today. We're going to start with group number 1. So let me the other groups here. And I'm doing something special today with these little extra cards I've got here. So group 1, we're going to start with you. And I did these little special cards that you get. It's just kind of like a pick a card a day. So let's see what your higher self little message to start this reading off for you guys says. Expectation is everything. Every day can be your day if you expect it to be. Bob Moawad. Okay? Every day can be your day if you expect it to be. I love it. Okay, so we're going to put that here. That's your little extra message today. Let's see what's going on with you guys. What is the risk? Okay, so you've got death from the tarot and the 4 of Cups reversed. We've got Medicine Woman from the White Eagles, the White Eagle Medicine Wheel. Desert Vision Quest from Earth Magic. You are seeing the situation accurately from Horus, from the Ascended Masters, and Wedding from the Angels. Wow, oh my goodness. You have got something really beautiful, really beautiful brewing in your world. So, okay, so let me actually read the Medicine Woman card to you first. Ooh, this is beautiful. I can tell you this is the beginning of a adventurous, epic love story adventure for you. So Medicine Woman, okay. Let's see what Medicine Woman card has to say. This is from the tribe Apache, and the gift is Sage and Cedar. This ring of sage and cedar would protect and purify the atmosphere of a home if hung above a door or window. Both herbs are used for purification before and during ceremonies, as well as for healing. Numerous varieties of sage are found in Turtle Island, and many kinds of cedar are dried, then hung as incense. Each type of plant has a different perfume, so brings a slightly varying energy. Grandmother Medicine Woman's message. My student, I ask you to renew your connection with Mother Earth. She brings mothering medicine. Listen to your body when it calls for assistance. If you are a mother, perhaps your children are in need of help. Women, try to honor and reconnect with your moon cycles. It is your time of deepest creativity and vision. Men, examine your attitude to women and try to discover and acknowledge the nurturing, feeling side of yourselves. If the sage and cedar ring is reversed, it may be warning you to look after your health. It is important to care for the body. It is the house of the spirit. What about your mind? Do you hold negative attitudes, or have your emotions become unbalanced? If you're a healer, allow the healing powers to flow through you, rather than use your own energy. It may be time to seek healing for yourself, perhaps from a medicine person. Here are sage and cedar for purification. They can be brewed as a tea for internal cleansing or used externally for cleansing the aura or surroundings. In this way, they will bring protection from negative energies. Wow, and speaking of that, I'm going to light some sage here, burn some sage for your reading. This is white sage. Wow, so what I can see already from the cards, you are a healer, absolutely a healer. And what's happening in your world right now is that you are walking away from a world that is not nurturing of the healing energy. It's an energy in which feeds death, okay? It's an energy that does not feed life. It doesn't feed the living life force. And what I can see from this card, you know, when the death card comes, it's a beautiful, I think it's one of the most positive decks or cards in the whole deck, simply because it applies to everyone at any time, and it's all about transformation. It's about letting go of the old. It's about letting go of all the negative thought patterns, all of the heavy emotions, all of the things that really hold us back from truly walking our path. Death is a very, you know, it's all about looking at, you know, where we have like unhealthy attachments to people, places, situations, and letting them, you know, go, or resolving them or healing them so that we can truly live that fulfilling life that we long to live. And, you know, when death comes in, it's really your higher self coming in and, you know, being a messenger for you. The dark night of the soul is your messenger, your higher self. And you go through this period of darkness, of death, to become aware of who you really are, to reach for the light, to look for the light, to know and become aware that you are the light. You know, you know, death comes in on a skeleton because it represents, like, he represents the part of the body that survives, basically, you know, because when we transform, you know, when we transform and we let go of like old thought patterns, old beliefs, it changes our biology, it changes our physical essence, it changes our energy, it changes everything, so that we can shed all the old and rebuild and regenerate and, you know, come into this new life force. You know, the horse is white, it's purity, and it's a time of transformation, right? So the Four of Cups reversed. The Four of Cups reversed is a time when we're going inside and we're meditating, we're really taking a look at ourselves. You know, it's a time of self-evaluation and, you know, really getting clear on what's important to us. It can also mean, because it is the cups, that there could be a person, a relationship that you feel this deep emotional, spiritual bond with, but you're denying yourself this connection, this deeply emotionally fulfilling connection, because of something that you're not letting go of. So the risk is, it's time for you to take a risk and let go of anything that's keeping you from an emotionally fulfilling life. You know, there's someone that you're thinking about. There's someone that you can't get off your mind. There's someone that you feel a deep connection with. This is a spiritual connection. And the reason that you're going through this transformation, this death of the ego, so to speak, this death of the old you, you're being reborn into the new you so that you can be in alignment with this path, with this person. I feel like there's a person. I feel like with the Four of Cups in reverse that you are afraid to express your true feelings. You know, because I see the wedding card here. I see you're seeing the situation accurately. You're really in tune with energy. You understand energy. You understand what supports love, and you know what you're releasing, and you're afraid to open up your heart because this is the new you. You're presenting yourself into the world as the new you, but this is telling you to take that risk. Take the risk in sharing your heart and sharing your feelings, because that's part of this journey, is trusting your intuition and opening yourself up to love. And you know what? If this person rejects you, then it's not love. It's not meant to be, and that's your higher, that's just showing you. But what I'm seeing here is that instead of withdrawing and being afraid, that it's time for you to really open your heart and express. You've got Desert Vision Quest here, and this card is all about taking some time to yourself to really, self-evaluate. Take a couple days if you need to. Take a whole day, take a weekend, take a week, take a month, whatever you feel. Take a year off. It doesn't matter. Whatever is going on in your situation and in your life, in order for you to move forward completely in trust and knowing of your path and who you are, you have got to know yourself first. You have got to get yourself away from all the stuff around you, the programs, the environments. Get somewhere where you can hear yourself, where you can hear your higher self, where you can feel, your instincts, where you can feel yourself. And once you get right within yourself, it's going to, every choice you make after that is going to be in alignment with who you are. And as long as it's in alignment with love, then it's absolutely worth the risk. So Horus says that you are seeing this situation accurately. Okay. So this is absolute affirmation to what you're feeling right now. Horus, trust your feelings about this situation because they are accurate and valid. Let go of self-doubt, even in the face of others' opinions. Your spiritual sensitivity has helped you see the truth. Although it may be easier to go along with the crowd or to shrink into apathy, you're called upon to take decisive action. You already know what to do. Even if people aren't supporting you, know that Spirit is. Other people will soon come around to your point of view. In the meantime, assume a leadership role. Okay, and Spirit is your higher self. Your higher self knows what you want, and that's why you'll keep feeling those repetitive nudges, those repetitive thoughts, those repetitive feelings. And when you don't act on them, when you don't honor those, not only do they keep showing up even more, but the pain gets more intense, right? So take the risk, because whatever this is bringing you into ultimate alignment with yourself and your divine partner. Okay, so the angels say marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. So you received this card because the topic of marriage is related to your question. There's either a wedding in your near future, or the angels are suggesting a renewal of vows to keep the romance alive in your present marriage. This card is surrounded with love and positive energy, so there's no need to worry about its message. Just be open to love, romance, and possibilities, and enjoy your wedding day, okay? So this could possibly be someone that is your soulmate, you know, your divine counterpart, and this is someone you're meant to marry. And if you don't take this risk in expressing your heart, you're going to miss that opportunity with this particular person. And at the same time, you know, the thing is, if they're meant to be in your life, if they're meant to be your wife or husband, then nothing or no one can change that. And the only way you're going to know is by expressing your feelings, expressing your heart. Someone who's meant to be with you, they're going to love and accept you 100% no matter what. And if they don't, that's not someone you want to marry. So take a risk. What have you got to lose? If you took the risk, what is the worst thing that can happen? You know, they say no. Okay, well, it's, you know, then you know, and you can move on and find the right one that's meant for you and take the risk. And they're going to say yes, and it'll be the most epic thing you've ever experienced. But your higher self is telling you right here, take the risk and, you know, expect. Oh my gosh, expectation is everything. Every day can be your day if you expect it to be. Expect everything that you desire as truth. It's coming true, okay? It's completely up to you. Take the risk. If it's for love, take the risk. Go for it, okay? I hope this affirmed your own intuition, your own knowing, and gave you just some clarity and guidance moving forward in what you need to do, okay? I wish you all the best. I truly hope you take the risk for love. Open your heart, express yourself. Love is worth everything, okay? Take the risk, please. Thank you so much for your time and energy, for being here. I am truly so grateful. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. All my love to you. We're going to move on to number 2. Okay, group number 2. For those of you that chose group number 2, what is the risk that your higher self is wanting you to make in the name of love? Let's find out. And actually, we're going to open this first. These are these little, you know, daily pick a card things. This one's called Believe, so we're going to see what you guys got today. If you're strong enough, there are no precedents. Okay? F. Scott Fitzgerald. If you're strong enough, there are no precedents. Okay? Alright, so let's see what you guys got here. Okay, you've got the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords from the Tarot. You've got the Dog from the White Eagle Medicine Wheel deck. Gaia Nurturing from Earth Magic. Trust from Vishnu, the Ascended Masters, and Assertiveness from the Angels. Okay, so let's read the Dog to start off your reading. Find out like the overall energy, what's going on here for you all today. Okay, so the Dog represents intelligence, loyalty, and friendship. Friendly Dog would like to play, but it is just as willing to work and has been the loyal companion of humans from ancient times. It may have pulled the travois, loaded with its family possessions, for many miles before flopping down beside the new campfire. The wooden poles are tied to a harness worn by Dog, and the goods are securely tied to a wide support. Heavier goods were carried by the larger horse travois. Native peoples of the Americas didn't have the wheel until the arrival of the white man. Okay, well, I don't know. Dog's message. If Dog has come bounding up, perhaps you need reminding of the loyalty and support due to your family and friends, or perhaps you are the one needing help at this time. Have you placed yourself in a vulnerable, unguarded position? Be alert and call for protection from those loyal to your interests. Dog says it is often better to work as a team than to try and be a lone wolf. Dog reverse asks if you've become untrustworthy and unreliable. This is a way to lose friends. Don't take them for granted. Their loyalty must be earned. Alternatively, perhaps you have lost some of that wild wolf spirit that sleeps within dog, and have therefore given away your freedom of choice and your spontaneity. You may have become lazy or too dependent. Are you seeking free handouts? Or are you looking to others for approval of your actions and to confirm your self-worth? Dog may also be warning you that there is some form of danger in your immediate area. Use dog's alertness and fine senses to sniff out where it is coming from. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so I see that you've got a lot of options right now. There's like a lot going on in your world. Okay, you've gone through a lot of changes, and with the Ace of Swords, this is like a breakthrough card in the intellect, you know, in our mind, in ideas, you know, breakthrough ideas. But it's the mental realm, it's the swords, it's the truth, it's the intellect, it's a double-edged sword, and it's an ace. So when we are faced with all of these, like when we've kind of gone through awakenings and self-realizations, and we've really looked at our path, and we're looking at all these new options in our life and these new opportunities that are being presented to us, you know, in the Seven of Cups, you see how there's like all these different opportunities and paths that this man could take that are being presented to him right now. And you know, his free will, he's free to choose any of these cups that he wants to choose. Whatever experience this man wants to have is up to him. So it's all about being mindful that you have the choice and being responsible for the choice you make at this time. What I'm really feeling is that you have a lot of options right now before you. You know, you have a lot of different things that you could do. You've kind of sifted and sorted through things, and you know that you want to walk the path that's truly in alignment for you, that brings you this deep emotional, spiritual fulfillment, you know, more than the physical, more than the mental. You know that once you're deeply fulfilled on a, you know, deeper level, emotional level, spiritual level, you're going to have this deeply fulfilling, you know, mental, stimulating environment, people to be around. You're going to have all the material, you know, abundance that you could possibly have. But right now, it's about seeing through illusions. It's about seeing through distortions and really choosing what's right for you. Because as you notice in these 7 cups, you know, some of the cups are filled with things like, you know, that may be very appealing, very tempting, but may have consequences that you don't desire to experience. And the path may be a little bit too boring for you, it may be too wild, it may be whatever. So it's about you choosing what path feels most natural to you, most organic to you, and using what you've learned to get to the truth of everything, you know, to use your sword of truth for love and not in fear, so that you're victorious in this new path that you're on. I feel like with the 7 of Cups, this is really about you. This is really inviting you to not get caught up in the fact that you have all these options and you're just, you know, you are amazing. You are always going to have tons of options and people admiring you, and, you know, people who appreciate what you do. And there's also going to be people that, you know, are coming from another angle. They will, you know, say what you like to hear to get what they want, or they will play a certain role in order to be that person you need, even though it's not true to them. So this is about you really using your own discernment and your intellect to get to the truth of what's right for you, and taking that risk even if others don't agree with it. You know, it's about being loyal to yourself and your friends and family that are truly there for you, that truly have your back no matter what. Like, they support your happiness. They may not agree with you. They may not always support you in the way that feels right, or as long as they're encouraging you to do what's right for you and supporting your success, you know, that's the path you need to take, the path that feels right for you. Don't get caught up in that you just have so many options and things are good, or maybe, you know, you're scared to make a choice. Your higher self is telling you to break through to the truth of what's right for you and take that risk. So you got Gaia Nurturing from Earth Magic. I'm going to read the little message here, what it says. It's just what I'm feeling. Oh no. Let's see what else comes through here for you guys. So, receiving can be a sacred act if your intention is to honor spirit. It is as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart. This is an even truer when receiving much needed nurturing, so let others give it to you. It may be a stretch to do so at times because of childhood conditioning, but that habit can be overcome. Your wounds can be healed. One way to achieve this is to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you. Consider the actions you take that are self-nurturing. What comes to your mind when you really think about doing beneficial things for yourself? Set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart, and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you in her bosom as you breathe with her and relax into her loving care. So I'm really feeling like your higher self is telling you to choose the path that feels most nurturing to your spirit, to your life. Who nurtures you? Who gives you that feeling of being nurtured and supported and cared for? Those are the people that you can align with, that have your back, that nurture you. It doesn't matter what you're going through or what you're facing or what you like or don't like. They nurture you, they love you because they truly just love you for who you are. That's the energy. That's the energy of the path. Whatever path it is, if you don't feel this nurturing energy, it's not the path for you. Okay? And trust from Vishnu. You can trust the situation you're inquiring about. The solid foundation of your situation gives it a trustworthy basis. Keep purifying your motivations so that they're completely about love and service to elevate the energy and experience even further. Okay, so whether this is a person or a situation, trust yourself. Your prayers are being answered, okay? You're on the right path. This card is all about trusting your own feelings, your own intentions, trusting your gut, trusting what you've learned, what you know to be true, okay? And assertiveness. I love that it came with assertiveness here. This is your higher self telling you not to be afraid, to not be afraid to be assertive, to stand in your power, you know. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. You drew this card because you were asking about a situation where you felt victimized. The angels are saying that the situation can only be rectified if you clearly communicate your needs and expectations to others. It's possible to be both angelic and assertive if you call upon the angels for courage and guidance whenever you intend to speak your truth. With practice, loving assertiveness becomes easier. Okay, so this is all about facing the situation, facing your fear. Take the risk. Speak your truth, whatever it is, whatever you need to say, whatever is just like over and over coming up within you. Use your sword of truth to speak truth for yourself, to share your feelings, to say what you need to say, and know that if you are coming from a place of love and healing and wanting to just resolve the situation or whatever it is, that's the time when you need to use your assertiveness and really stand in your power. Stand up for yourself. You are an infinite being. You are so strong. You are not weak. You are not a victim. You are not here to people please, okay? You are an infinite being, okay? You have everything you need to live the life that you came here to live, and if something doesn't agree or support you, you say, okay, thank you very much, I'm moving on, you know, and get on with it. Stand up, be assertive for yourself. It's worth the risk. It really is. It will set you free. to be all you came here to be. Go your own way. Look at this. I love how these are coming out. If you're strong enough, there are no precedents. Okay, you are strength. Tune into your strength. Tune into your infinite divine strength and take the risk, okay? I love you. I'm so glad you're here. Go your own way, do your own thing. I am super grateful that you're here, and I thank you for your time, your energy, for choosing love, and for taking the risk, because it's going to be worth it. And I cannot wait to hear how it turns out for you. I love you. Thank you again, and we're going to move on to number 3. We'll see you next time. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, let us see what your higher self is wanting you to risk right now. What risk do you need to take in the name of love to move forward? What is the risk your higher self wants you to take right now? So I pulled these little daily pop-up cards, and we're going to see what you guys got. Seek wonder in the ordinary, and miracles will happen that you cannot explain. Sarah and Rand. I love it. I love it. Okay? Seek wonder in the ordinary, and miracles will happen that you cannot explain. So true. So, so true. Okay, so let's see what you guys got. Okay, so you've got Judgment in reverse and the 6 of Swords for the tarot. You've got the Owl card from the White Eagle Medicine Wheel. And we've got Volcano, Volatility from Earth Magic, Persistent Slew from the Ascended Masters, and Listen from the Angels. Okay. So give me just a minute here. Actually, we're going to start with the Owl. We're going to read the Owl card to you. Kind of tune in here for a minute and see what's going on. So the owl represents wisdom, insight, and discernment. The owl wing pictured here is the result of a roadkill. The creature was probably confused by the lights of a large vehicle. Only the wings and claws were kept. The remainder was buried ceremonially with sage and prayers to the bird spirit. Here the wing feathers are shown in their natural habitat. If this bird had died naturally, it might well have become food for foxes. Fox fur can be seen bound to the wing. Reminds me, I'm gonna light a little sage here before your reading. Let's get that going. Here. As I read it here. It's not wanting to light. So Owl's message. If Owl has swooped down, you may be sure that you have developed a keen insight. No one can hoodwink you, as you have the ability to discern anything that is shady or lacking in integrity. It follows that others may be wary of you because they sense that your sharp gaze and intuition miss nothing. Owl is the messenger of the night realms and deep visions. Take note of your dreams if Owl is around you at this time. If you are afraid of the dark, call on Owl medicine and look up at the quiet sky on a brilliant starlit night. Some of us say that all human beings came from the star nations. Owl reversed warns you of blindness and self-deception. Use Owl medicine to bring your fears and shadow side out into the light. Our shadow is our greatest gift and nothing to be ashamed of. Absolutely. We deceive ourselves if we pretend that everything on the surface is fine. Beware of lying to yourself. Alternatively, others may have been lying to you or deceiving you in some way. Use Owl wisdom and insight to find out if you've been misusing power. Remember that all power comes from Great Spirit as a gift. Okay, wow, I love this. So, give me just a moment here. Okay, so the risk that your higher self really wants you to take is letting go of a situation that is painful to walk away from, is painful to let go of. You're going through a time of great transition. You're leaving behind all that no longer serves you, relationships, situations, you know, things that in the past really, at one time, you know, were in alignment with who you were, but things got really painful. Things got out of alignment in a big way. You know, the Six of Swords is all about like making changes that, you know, maybe we regret having to do. You know, we feel sadness and loss. You know, we feel like we're leaving something important behind, you know, but we know in the long term that it's for our highest good, and that's for the highest good of all. Like it's like being in a relationship with someone that we love, you know, but when we came together, neither one of us were in alignment with our true selves. And so although we love each other as people, you know, lying to ourselves and saying, oh, well, we can be together and we can make it work and we can try to get along and we can try to do this and we can try to do that and we can keep trying and trying and trying, right? Or we can just say, you know, it is what it is. Like, no hard feelings. You know, I care about you as a person. I care about your success. I want you to be happy. And so I'm moving on to calmer waters. I'm moving away from all the fighting and the, you know, confusion and the stress. I'm getting out of this job that, you know, has been wonderful to me, that has given me stability and security and freedom in a sense, but it's killing my spirit and it's time for me to go. You know, I'm not serving anyone here because my spirit's in a low place, and they're not serving my spirit because it's not feeding me, right? So it's about understanding that you're going through this time of self-evaluation and judgment of your, you know, the way you were living, your beliefs. It's knowing that you're headed towards something better. You're headed towards calmer waters, towards something fulfilling and everlasting, right? And sometimes the only way that we can truly move on is we have to let go of the past. We have to let go of things that we don't necessarily want to let go of, but we know that for us to grow and move forward, we have to let those things go, right? Because the judgment in reverse is really a time for us to go within, and, you know, it could be that we're fighting this, you know, leaving this behind, whatever it is, we're really resistant, but your spirit's telling you to take the risk, to leave it behind. Don't listen to the inner critic, don't listen to the inner judge, don't, you know, forgive yourself, love yourself, take everything you've learned from this situation as wisdom gained, as experience gained, to apply as you move forward in your future relationships, in your future path, with whatever you come into contact with. Let go of the judgment, forgive yourself, and move forward. Let go, okay? Whatever's going on, you've got the owl. You've got the owl wisdom, the owl medicine here with you to see through to the truth, to really be aware of right now what's good for you and what isn't. And the thing is that you might be sad about what you're leaving behind, but what lies ahead is going to be so ultimately epic and fulfilling that you will no longer, you'll be so focused and fulfilled by this new energy, this new life that's coming in, that it's going to fill up your vessel and fill up your spirit so much that you won't be inviting the energy of judgment and all that stuff in anymore. You know, as you move forward towards calmer waters, things really are going to get calm. But I see this volatility card here. Okay, so let me just read this to you. But it's worth the risk. Whatever you're wanting to walk away from, it's worth the risk. Okay, that's what I'm seeing from this. So the message of Volcano, this is a particularly volatile time for you. Unexpected changes, sometimes quite sudden and dramatic, are occurring in ways that you have absolutely no control over. These occurrences may be so powerful as to shake up what you formerly thought of as foundations of your security. They may even cause you to reassess the direction of your life, that your life is taking, to question some of your relationships, and to reevaluate the work you have chosen. And that is exactly what I'm seeing here. Although these events may rock your world, know that Spirit is the guiding force behind them. It is a matter of finding your trust that life knows what it is doing in the midst of these storms of change. It also requires you to make adjustments quickly and to not cling to what was, but instead move forward and welcome with your arms wide open what is yet to come, all from a place of being present in this moment. You truly have nothing to fear, okay? And what's happening is happening whether you want it to or not. So it's all about embracing your path. The more you resist, the more challenges, the more pain that will come. It's all about truly just letting go and trusting. I mean, your spirit is telling you, your higher self is right here affirming what you're feeling right now, and I think it's amazing. This is, you know, comes through so clearly. And persistence. I got this card for like months over and over. When I was doing readings for myself, I would pull this card literally every reading for like months, because we need to be reminded to stay persistent. It is, I think, one of the hardest things to do, because we just keep reaching that point where we're like, oh, you know, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? Seriously, how much can we endure? Why would we possibly want to keep enduring all this, you know? But it's because love is absolutely worth the risk. If it wasn't, like, what would be the point? You know what I mean? So through persistent action and positive thinking, your dreams are manifesting into form. This is a time for you to stay persistent. Give any discouragement to Lou and the angels, who will buoy your faith and give you signs of your progress. You're almost there, so keep going. It may help to break large projects into smaller steps so that you'll feel the thrill of accomplishment with each step you take. Persistence pays off, so stick with it, okay? So don't give up on yourself. Really tune into your passion, your fire, your, you know, desire to feel peace and contentment in your heart, okay? Because it's with all this passionate energy, and see how Lou, he's very passionate and fiery like the sun. He's very abundant. He's like celebrated during abundance festivals, and you know, he's very familiar with that fire energy, that passion energy. So, you know, really understanding that there's a lot of that going on in your world, and to just keep focusing on moving towards calmer waters, okay? And you got listen from the angels. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything's been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you, to listen. You received this card because the angels wish to get their messages through to you. They ask that you talk less and listen more. When we're stressed, we tend to chatter out of nervousness. Give your worries to the angels and trust that they've heard your prayers. If it seems they're not answering your prayers, it's probably because you're not listening to their answers. So retreat to a quiet place with the intention of listening to your angels. Then close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen, okay? So whenever things are feeling a little bit overwhelming, or, you know, whatever's going on, take a moment to yourself, you know, really tune into your keen insight, your own discernment, and listen to that subtle voice within you. You know, you can call it angels, you can call it guides, but truly it's your higher self. Your higher self is everything. Just listen to your higher self. That's all you need. And it's going to speak to you in very, very subtle ways, okay? So whatever it is that you need to leave behind, your higher self right now is telling you it's absolutely worth the risk. Go your own way and seek wonder in the ordinary, and miracles will happen that you cannot explain, okay? It's very, very true. So I thank you so much for being here. I truly hope this reading affirmed your intuition, your own knowing, and just allows you to move forward with more confidence in your path and knowing who you are and trusting yourself, okay? Thank you so much again for being here, and I wish you so, so much love. We will see you next time. We're going to move on to group number 4. Much love to you. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 4, let's see what message your higher self, what is the risk that your higher self wants you to take in the name of love? What risk do you need to take right now? to walk the path of your greatest love. So I pulled these little daily cards. This one's the Believe pop open cards. So let's see what you guys got for your reading. Faith is the daring of the soul to go farther than it can see. William Newton Clark. Faith is the daring of the soul to go farther than it can see. Okay? I love it. This is wonderful. Stick that there. So let's see what you guys got. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the 8 of Swords reversed and the 3 of Cups reversed. Awesome. Good for you. We got Beaver from the White Eagle Medicine deck. Stone People Vigilance from Earth Magic. Positive Change, Parvati. Cleanse and Detoxify. Oh my goodness. Wow. I think this is so amazing how I can look at a couple cards and already see what is like, I can feel what's going on. You're like, you're completely like embracing your best version and like cleaning up your health right now and really taking care of your body, your mind, your spirit, really getting yourself out of some, you know, old limiting belief patterns and situations and cycles and substances. And wow. So I'm going to start actually with the Beaver before I get all into this here. See. I'm going to read the Beaver card to you. It's just the overall, let's get an overall feeling here. What's your spirit, your higher self's trying to let you in on here. Okay. So Beaver's all about industry, flexibility, and creativity. Beaver has taken a rest from its construction work by the river. The beaver stick was made by a Pueblo native from a piece of wood that had been gnawed by a beaver. It is topped by beaver's skull, still bearing a set of sharp teeth, painted and decorated with feathers, bound with leather strung with beads. It would be carried as a dance stick or used in ceremonies when beaver energy is needed. So Beaver's message. If Beaver swims down the river towards you, it is asking you to look at the structures you've created in your life. Do they support and protect you? Or have they become a cage, limiting your ability to flow and be flexible? Perhaps you need to use your industriousness, creativity, and capacity for teamwork to create new and better structures. This can refer to your emotional as well as your physical environment. Remember that there is strength and protection in family and community bonds. And it can also, Beaver can also mean that you may be stuck in old patterns, forgetting to use your initiative and creativity in order to build something more sustaining. Perhaps you have succumbed to inertia, simply letting yourself drift with the current. Beaver always keeps its head out of water. Perhaps you've allowed yourself to be submerged, or maybe your work is overwhelming. The message is, it's time to take action. If you need to find a family, a strong house, or create a new and effective business, call on Beaver's building and consolidating abilities. Wow. So I'm wondering how that resonates with you, because I'm really seeing that in these two cards here, right? So the 8 of Swords reversed is actually, when it comes reversed, it's more positive than when it comes upright, because it's talking about how you've come through a very difficult time. You've come through a time of just like a lot of self-doubt, self-criticism, self-judgment. Now you're coming into this period where you're more accepting of who you are, you're more accepting of, your path and change, the changes that you need to make in order to walk your authentic path, right? You're like accepting of that. And it's all about freeing yourself from things that limit you, that bind you, that blind you, that keep you feeling stuck in a prison of your own mind, And, whatever you've got, it's all about just letting go of all the judgments, everything, and just being at peace with that, right? And then we've got the 3 of Cups in reverse, which is all about kind of like wanting to go it alone right now, really getting clear and focused on your own path, what you're doing, maybe breaking free of any sort of relationships or third-party relationships that are interfering in that path. You know, it can include, like, you know, I see the cleanse and detoxify card here, because sometimes this can mean that we're like going out too much, we're overindulging in alcohol and drugs and partying, and, you know, just getting a little bit too wild, and it's it's keeping us distracted from moving forward. So it kind of looks like what you're doing is, or what you are about to do, what you're getting affirmation is that it really is time to let go of these old limiting beliefs, you know, people, situations, environments, you know, activities that you're doing that are keeping you bound and stuck, you know, because it's all in your mind. It's all about what you're choosing to align with, what you're choosing to invite into your life, you know. Cups are all about emotional fulfillment. When it comes upright, it's all about celebration and collaboration with others and teamwork, you know. It's all about this joy that comes from working with others in a way that's emotionally satisfying. Because if it's not, we end up in this mental prison of anxiety and stress and doubt and judgments and criticism and not believing in ourselves and not believing in who we are. And see, she's not being held against her will here. She's got a blindfold on, and but look how loosely everything's tied. The swords are like behind her. They're not like, there's nothing in her path. There's nothing standing in her way from getting to this castle. She could take her arms out of there and take the blindfold off, you know. So it's all about coming out of the self-judgment, the self-criticism, the mental prison, and letting go of people, situations that, you know, and spending some time alone to take that time alone, you know, to take that time alone so that you can reassess what, you know, you are here to collaborate with others. You are here to be a part of a family. You are here to, you know, share your life with other people and situations that you feel where you belong, that you feel a part of, right? So it's all about just really tuning into that. You know, it's also about creative projects, and the beaver was talking about creativity. So, you know, once we're free of that place of self-judgment, you know, and we're back in our creative spirit, we can collaborate with others and really get into that spirit, you know, those creative blocks, all of that stuff is going to just come undone. So I really feel, let's move on actually, and let's read from here and let's see what else your higher self wants you to know. What else I can draw from this? I just got to readjust myself. Yeah. So remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear, okay? Vigilant simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you through your eyes, ears, physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feelings that tell you to be wary about someone or something. Second, pay attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body, and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a break, take a breath, and stand in your stature, okay? So being really vigilant about this new path, about who you really are, what you're willing to accept, what you're willing not to accept, and know that, you know, as you really start letting go of things that are a negative influence in your life that make you feel held back or weighted down in some way, you're going to be more in tune with your own intuition and your own feelings and guidance. So just remain vigilant in that, no matter who or what is trying to get you to budge, okay? So positive change, because it's a positive change for you. Okay, your likes and dislikes have changed, and you've outgrown situations that once appealed to you. These are positive developments signaling your spiritual growth. Some of these situations are blessings in disguise, as they're pushing you to make necessary and positive changes. You may feel pushed beyond your comfort zone as multiple areas of your life shift and flux. Yet the universe always stands ready to support you with whatever you ask for. Let go and enjoy this ride, because it truly is for the best, okay? So as you let go and recognize that whatever it is, you know, the change you're making is positive, begin to bring more things into your life on a daily basis that make you feel good, okay? So instead of like focusing on what you have to let go of, like, you know, with this cleanse and detoxify card, you know, whether it's friends, situations, going out, activities, instead of focusing on like that you have to stop those things or let those things go, instead find other things that you can use to focus your time and energy on, you know, so that you're not, you know, that bring you joy, that feel good, something different, something new. You know, if it's like, for example, like if we're changing our diet, instead of like going on a diet or saying, I'm just not going to eat this, just instead focus on every day what you can do to bring more life force into your life, more nutrition, more, you know, so maybe you add a smoothie that day or some greens, and because you drank that first thing in the morning, you really don't feel like having a donut or coffee or whatever. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just about making the choice to add what is beneficial for us every day, and the more we do that, then that's where our focus goes, and we're not fighting holding on to the old stuff. So let me read this cleanse and detoxify here. So with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. This card signifies the angel's recommendation that you eliminate chemicals and toxins from your body. Your sensitivity to drugs, food additives, including sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine, has increased. These substances are interfering with your ability to hear your angels, so they ask you to avoid them. The angels will gladly help you with stress or cravings if you will ask, okay? So like I said, it's all about balance and moderation. If you're overindulging in you know, going out with friends, drinking, you know, smoking too much weed, whatever it is, take a step back and really get your body, you know, drink water, eat some greens, eat some good food, eat some living life force food, eat whatever makes you feel nourished and healthy. Drink lots of water, walk through nature, breathe in the fresh air, you know, things that are really going to be beneficial for your body, because as we awaken, as we become more spiritually awakened, we become more sensitive to the subtle energies. It's part of our system, you know. So I like to indulge in things in moderation, right? But if it starts coming in the way of my life purpose, my life path, it's taking me down a negative path, then it has control over me. I'm no longer in control, and I'm an infinite being. I mean, there's always a time and a place for everything. And when you're happy, when you're content in your life, you don't feel the need to like go out and drink, for example, because you're feeling like crap. Instead, you know, you have ways of, you know, maybe meditating, taking a bath, doing some affirmations, you know, calling up whoever you need to speak your truth. Whatever you need to do that is going to actually help you heal and nurture your spirit and move you forward and bring you that sense of relief, that sense of, you know, knowing that it may not be exactly what you want right now, but you're moving towards what it is that you want. So I think this is beautiful. I think the risk you need to take is letting go of anything that makes you feel bound and stuck, accepting yourself, loving yourself completely. Risk losing friends, family, situations that don't support your health and your well-being, because if they don't, that's not love. They've got their own work to do, and you can go it alone. You can go it alone, heal yourself, do what you need to, so that when you are healed and whole and feeling better, every choice you make moving forward is going to just be so clear, okay? That's just really what I'm feeling from this. This could be the time when you are going through that dark night of the soul. You know, it's all about tuning in. It can be lonely, but it's for your highest good. And it's not about sitting there being lonely. It's about sitting there and saying, okay, higher self, talk to me. What do I need to do to move forward? What am I letting go of? What am I embracing? What am I embracing? What am I welcoming into my life? You know, what am I opening myself up to? Love, the most epic journey you've ever experienced. Love is the path, and on the path of love, we don't experience all this bound negative energy and judgment and criticism and, you know, blocked creativity. We experience expansion and joy and color and freedom and celebration and honor and, you know, expression, all of it. Family, stability, like, it's everything, okay? We can have celebrations together that are healthy and wonderful, and, you know, you can indulge and do all those things, but it's not the main focus of your life, because you're not doing it to cover up the pain, right? You've healed the pain, so now you're just living. So that's what I'm getting for this. So absolutely choose yourself, go your own way. Faith is the daring of the soul to go farther than it can see. Okay? Have faith. Have faith in who you are, in yourself. I truly hope that affirmed your own knowing. It gave you some guidance and just, you know, clarity moving forward and on your own path, and just gave you that extra confidence that you're looking for. So I thank you so much for your time, your energy, for being here, for choosing to walk this path with me, and we will see you next time. I am wishing you tons of love. We're going to move on to number 5, I believe. Okay, so for those of you that chose group number 5, what is your higher self wanting you to risk in the name of love? What risk do you need to take in the name of love? Let's see what you guys got. Are you guys ready? I pulled these little believe cards, these little pop open cards. Let's see what you guys got for your... There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. Louis L. Amour. Oh my goodness, that's funny. There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. So true. All right, number 5. Let's see what you guys got here. 5 of Pentacles reversed and 7 of Pentacles reversed. You got the Turtle. Ancestors, generations from Earth Magic, yes, from Ganesh, Ascended Masters, and Cupid from the Angels. Okay, my goodness. Oh boy. So let's actually read from the Turtle first and see what the Turtle has to say for you guys. Get this reading started. So the Turtle represents realism, stability, and protection. Many Native American creation stories say that Turtle rose out of the sea to provide a platform for the newly formed earth. Therefore, it is profoundly connected with both water and earth. The continent of North America is thought of as Turtle Island. The turtle rattle shown here links earth to water. It lies on the edge of the ocean, some turtle eggs half buried in the sand. The handle is decorated with fox fur. Fox too knows how to use both earth and water. Earth for its den and water which it crosses to put enemies off its scent. So Turtle's message. Turtle medicine connects us profoundly with Mother Earth and our own inner knowing. It reminds us to be grateful for the abundance bestowed daily upon us by Mother Earth. Call Turtle anytime you feel spaced out or ungrounded. Drawing the Turtle card shows you are learning to listen to and respect your physical body, the earth of your being. You have learned to pace yourself and gained an intuitive knowledge of the right time for some actions. Turtle reverse means that you may have let others upset you and get under your shell. Don't forget you are a loved child of Mother Earth and deserve respect. Have you allowed ill-considered ideas to rush you into action? If so, slow down and use your instincts to find the way. If you've been experiencing scarcity in any form, reflect on whether you have taken Mother Earth's gifts for granted. Offer your thanks for what you have. Have you closed out the water element, thereby resisting the flow of give and take? If so, ask Turtle to help you restore a balance. Oh my goodness. So, wow, I'm wondering how that resonated with you, because I really see that. I mean, I really see that here in these cards, the Five of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles reversed. And actually, when this comes reversed, it's more positive than when it comes upright, right? Fives are all about change. And this is all about, you know, Pentacles are the material realm, obviously, the financial realm, the material realm. You've got two Pentacles cards here. It's about earth energy, it's material realm, it's physical, our physical environment, you know, how our physical environment plays a role in our life, and that energy, right, of give and receive, of where true abundance comes from. But when it comes reversed, it's really signifying that it's the end of a very difficult time in our lives. Like a financial difficult time. It's an end to difficulties in finances, in our home life and environment where, you know, we've been struggling. Maybe we are, you know, maybe there's been new financial opportunities. We've taken a new job. We're living in an area that we can afford, you know, with more ease and joy. We're just realigning ourselves. We have more confidence right now. We've gotten through something that was, you know, really challenging and really took it out of us. And I'm seeing with the Seven of Pentacles in reversed, you know, this is a card that means, you know, we've been putting our time and energy into something, investing our time and energy into something that we wanted to put our time and energy into because we, you know, we want to reap the rewards of it. It's like this man is looking at his garden, you know, his harvest, his fruit, and he's been tending to this garden all season long. You know, he's been in there, he's been doing the work, he prepped the foundation of the garden beds, he nurtured it, he fertilized it, he's been out there weeding, he's been watering, you know, he's been doing it. It's a labor of love, right? Because he knows that the reward is absolutely worth it. And so when it comes this way, it's like what we're putting in, we're not receiving back. It's like this equal give and receive is not happening, right? We're giving, and we're not receiving back what we feel we deserve. So you're really questioning right now whether, you know, what you're putting your time and energy into is worth it. The risk, should you take the risk? Yes. Yes, you should, because you don't want to continue investing your time and energy into something that's never going to give you the fruit. It's like planting seeds every year in your garden, planting your favorite tomato seeds, and they never sprout, or they sprout and they grow, but they never give you tomatoes. You know, they never give you tomatoes. Like, you would stop planting that seed. You'd be like, I'm not planting these anymore because they never give me what I want. So it's really about you looking at what's in alignment for you, what truly is going to bring you true stability, true material stability, true family stability, being with people you love, having that deep spiritual connection with yourself, knowing that the source of true abundance comes from within you. Your connection to that source is going, you know, whatever it is that you're walking away from is worth it. You know, if this is a job, it's time to walk away from it. If it's a relationship, it's time to walk away from it and move forward onto something you know, that is in alignment with who you are. I mean, I don't know if this is a job or a relationship. It can apply either way, and it doesn't matter. What matters is that it feels in alignment and true to you, okay? So let's read the Generations card here. Ancestors from Earth Magic. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage, the most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance you have to your mother and father and perhaps even your grandparents. Yet beyond that, although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. This is the time to call upon those ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as those ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. In many indigenous cultures, it is believed that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. In other words, they are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones, their blood being in the very dirt and sand you tread upon. Next time you're outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity and those to whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. Wow. I really feel whatever it is that you're moving forward is something that has to do with your ancestors, your lineage, your roots, you know, the magic that runs through your family lineage, because the reversed Five of Pentacles, it's also about coming into this knowing that the material world is wonderful and, you know, it brings a lot of joy, but it's not ever going to bring you that everlasting fulfillment. And that's why you see the pentacles in the stained glass window of the church, because it's a symbol that, you know, your connection to your spirituality, to your true self, is the most important connection to have. And in order to achieve and attain true abundance, that is the very first thing. You have to be connected to yourself within. You know, otherwise everything you do, no matter what you do, you could work every single day for the rest of your life. You could make $1 million every year, but if your expenses are $2 million, it doesn't matter. You're just as poor as, you know, a beggar on the street, because you're just constantly a slave to that. And if you know, it's the stress and the anxiety. So it's about investing into things that are going to truly bring you joy and satisfaction. Having a comfortable home, being around people who truly love you for who you are, you know, having food to eat, having a roof over your head, and continuing every day to pour your energy into what brings you joy. When you're in love, it's just going to come naturally. It's going to come naturally. It's going to flow through you. So, should you take the risk? Yes. Right now, Ganesh says, all the doorways are open for you, and the pathway is clear. Any previous obstacles have been removed. Keep a positive mindset about the situation to ensure the best possible outcome. Okay, so yes, all your prayers have been answered. Should you take the risk? Yes. All obstacles are clear. Okay? The angels. The angels know that you have come into this new awakening of love. Okay. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all its glorious aspects. This card comes to you because the angels see your desire for romance. Instead of fixing the externals in your life, in your love life, they assist you internally. The angels say that romance springs from falling in love with life itself. When you let the angels awaken this love within you, you naturally attract and experience more romantic love into your relationships. And that's absolutely true. Love attracts love, okay? When you are in love with your life, in love with your path, in love with your dreams, in love with your creative energy, when you're in love with that essence of what you bring forth into this world, that true unconditional love is going to attract. If you're ready for a romantic relationship, take the risk, whatever it is, because you're going to be happier. You're going to be in your joy. If it's leaving a job behind, do it. You're going to be so much happier. You're not going to be stressed and grouchy and irritable. You're just going to be ready to conquer the world, you know? And you might feel fear or stress in certain things, but it's not going to be that self-defeating, you know, feeling that says you're not good enough or you're not worthy enough or you're not this or you're not that. Like, don't listen to that, okay? I'm super excited for you. Tune into what brings you joy. Tune into that, you know, that spirit within you that knows what true security and abundance is, okay? I thank you so much for your time and energy, for choosing to be here, and I'm just super grateful to be a messenger for you. So hope that brought you clarity and just affirmation, guidance, wisdom for moving forward, and I wish you so much love. We'll see you next time. We're going to move on to group number 6. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 6, what is the risk that your higher self wants you to take right now in the name of love? What risk should you take for love right now? See what your higher self has to say. So I pulled these, I gave you each a little believe card. These are those pop open messages. Let's see what you guys got. No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars or sailed to an uncharted land or opened a new heaven to the human spirit. Helen Keller. Ooh, Helen Keller. This is the best one yet. No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars or sailed to an uncharted land or opened a new heaven to the human spirit. Helen Keller. Okay, you guys? I don't know, is your higher self telling you there's some pessimistic energy in your life here? Let's see what you guys got, okay? We got the Hermit reversed and the Ace of Wands. Don't worry, I'm not judging you. I don't judge, but I've been every role and it just makes me laugh. Okay. Storyteller. See, look, storyteller. Let's start off by telling stories. Rain, purification, father, husband, brother, son, Osiris, and joy from the angels. Okay. All right, so let's start with Storyteller from the White Eagle Medicine Wheel deck. Let's see what kind of this overall message is here for you guys. Okay, so Grandmother Storyteller is from the tribe Seneca, and the gift is 7 stones. Many stones used for ceremonial monuments contain a quantity of quartz. With its vibrating, resonating properties, quartz is thought to interact with Earth's magnetic field. Many medicine wheels, circles, temples, and megaliths were built on places where Earth's magnetic field was most powerful. This is Wa-Na-Nee-Che's wheel, 1 stone each for the 4 directions. The extra 3 are for Mother Earth, Grandfather Sky, and the Creator. So Storyteller's message, Grandmother Storyteller's message. I give you these 7 stones to connect you with the wisdom of the ancient ones. 4 stones are for the 4 directions and the powers found there. 1 is for Mother Earth, 1 for Father Sky, and 1 for the Creator. My teaching is telling you to share your thoughts and feelings more openly with those around you. Free your imagination. It will lead you to the dream or vision world, wherein many gifts lie. Listen to the voice of nature. Learn the wisdom of the rocks. You may need to read to your children or make a gift. 7 stones reversed may mean that you have shut down. You are stonewalling, refusing to listen to the lessons and wisdom offered to you by others, however uncomfortable it may be for them to do so. Perhaps you've shut your ears to your inner voice and have become too much like a stone, an obstinate, immovable object that others have to negotiate. Which I'm not sure I'm seeing here, but maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Wow, how beautiful was that with, you know, the imagination. And you know, your soul, your infinite being, who you really are, is optimistic, is creative, is unlimited and imaginative in every possible way, right? So I mean, I just think that's so fitting. No, you know, being pessimistic is not your higher self. That's the ego, okay? And what I'm seeing here from the Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Wands, okay, is the situation may be that you are feeling a little bit isolated, or you're just isolating yourself right now because you've been going within. You've been really taking time to evaluate your life, yourself, your patterns, your beliefs, you know, what it is that you really want. You know, you may be kind of hiding yourself from the world, or avoiding situations, or going out and really pursuing things that you want because you're coming out of this time of, you know, really breaking through into your true authentic self, your true authentic path. And maybe the risk that your higher self is asking you to take is to take this new opportunity that you're feeling, that you're being offered from Spirit, that's coming to you as this amazing, creative, passionate idea. It just really gets you fired up, right? You know, you're being offered some sort of beautiful, inspired idea. It's just got you feeling really, I can tell it's got you feeling enthusiastic. And I say that because we got pessimistic. Your higher self is telling you to stop being pessimistic. Take the risk. You know, being a pessimist, being negative, doubting, not believing that we deserve this, or that we can attain this, or that we'll be successful, is not your higher self. It's not your infinite self talking. It's the ego mind talking, because it wants to keep us stuck in a program. It wants to keep us stuck in a program because that's all it knows. That's all it knows. It only knows the safety of the programs, okay? So it's about allowing yourself to come out of isolation. Your soul is with you, and it's always going to be lighting your path. You know, taking time to yourself to go within is wonderful, but sometimes we get stuck there. We're afraid to come back out. We've gone inside. We know who we are now. We're like, oh my God, I don't know. I got this new idea. Should I take it? Yes. This card is a go for it card. You should absolutely take the risk, okay? Something that this is going to be like, this has huge potential, okay? You're going to be driven. You're going to feel that fire energy. Wands represent fire, and it's an ace, okay? And it's being offered to you as this beautiful idea that's coming in, and it's a new sprout, okay? So you've got to nurture it. You've got to fertilize it. You've got to feed this inspired idea. You've got to take action. You've got to come out of isolation in order to fulfill this. And you're going to be guided. You're going to be guided every step of the way and protected. So it's all about you tuning into the best way in expressing this energy, this idea, and going for it, okay? Take the risk. So, rain, purification from earth magic. The message is, purifying your mind, body, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purify your mind by identifying a prominent belief you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time. Purify your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more deeply. Let yourself feel your grief, truly feel it, so that the rivers of your tears become miniature baptisms that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple and seat of the soul, by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasing the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. It is no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called lifeblood, as it is so essential to every form of life on earth. Take time to purify yourself. Absolutely. Water is the great purifier. And, you know, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Dr. Emoto's work, but definitely check him out, because water is amazing. You know, just like crystals, like they contain memory. Their cells actually changed. It's all based on the vibration and frequency, you know. So think loving thoughts. Believe in yourself. Encourage yourself, you know. Give yourself confidence and courage, and allow yourself to come out of isolation, out of your comfort zone, you know. And if that means you need to cry, feel whatever it is you need to do, allow yourself to do that, you know. Drink lots of water. Connect with the rivers, you know, whatever it is, because blocked emotions can really stop us, you know, from really expressing this creative energy, okay? Let me just readjust myself. Yeah, so the Ascended Masters sent father, husband, brother, son. This situation involves a significant man in your life. Your new relationships with men are affected by your old relationships with your father, ex-husband, boyfriend, brother, son, or other males. This is a perfect time for you to heal and release any old wounds connected to men in your life. God and the Ascended Masters will support you as you focus on letting go of old toxins such as anger, blame, or guilt. This clearing process opens the way for healthy relationships with men and with your own male energies, okay? So definitely, you know, look within yourself. If this purification involves just really getting to the core of what's causing pain in your life or causing you to stay in hiding, and don't be afraid to look at it. Don't be afraid to address it, and take the steps you need to heal it, okay? Love yourself enough to heal it and let it go so that you can move forward. And, you know, the more we heal, the better we feel about everything. We don't feel the need to hide, you know, and it can improve and deepen. I say never be afraid to really go into relationships, because it's either going to end in two ways. It's either going to end in no resolution and walking away and choosing to forgive and be at peace, or it's going to deepen your connection to a whole nother level that brings that bond and that sacredness so much deeper, so much stronger, so much more beautiful, you know. So either way, love yourself enough to find peace and heal that part of yourself, and know that you don't have to carry that on. If you're a man watching this, heal the part within you that was wounded, that was abused, that was hurt, whatever it was, and choose not to carry that energy on to others in your life. If you're a woman, forgive, you know, forgive the men in your life for not knowing any better, for having to live up to a certain expectation or belief or whatever it is, and know that, you know, they can change whatever it is. We can all change, okay? Don't hold yourself prisoner to things that you have no control over, that have nothing to do with you, okay? And find your joy. If it is a parent, you know, parents, they've done the best they can with what they knew, with where they were, with what they were given, you know. We all are. So nothing others do is because of us. It's because of what they've learned and what system they feel they have to adhere to, okay? Once you come to that, you can truly embrace it and let go, okay? So that you can live in joy. Look at this lady riding a dolphin. I mean, who could not be in joy riding a dolphin, right? Could you imagine yourself? Oh my goodness. I can. I would just be laughing, and oh my gosh, it would just be amazing. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. You drew this card as a reminder that your power comes from staying centered in a feeling of joy. Ask your angels for guidance about any changes you can make to bring more joy into your life and the lives of others. If you're feeling trapped or victimized in any way, the angels can ease your burdens. A joyful outlook brings the freedom you desire, while your responsibilities are simultaneously met. Okay, so just releasing all the parts in your life that aren't joyful, choosing the path that aligns with who you are is going to bring you the most joy. You know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything. Know that there's always going to be things out there, but as long as you're in tune with your spirit, you're in tune with the ideas that come from that infinite place within you, that loving, benevolent place that where you feel enthusiasm, you feel joy, you know, you don't feel so pessimistic about everything. That's when you're going to discover the beauty of who you are. That's when you're going to realize your dreams coming true. Okay? Pessimism comes from not believing that things are working out in our favor, that it is what it is and we get what we get. It's a victim mentality that all of us were born to believe. It is not true. We are infinite creator beings. I mean, being human for us is extremely challenging, but if you remember that you're infinite, I mean, there's nothing that you can't overcome. There's absolutely nothing that you can't overcome. So come out of isolation, take the risk, take this idea, because it's going to bring you an absolutely beautiful journey that is fulfilling on all levels, okay? And fiery and passionate and creative and amazing, okay? And joyful. So that is your message. I truly hope it resonated and just affirmed what you're feeling inside already and gave you some guidance and clarity moving forward. Trust yourself, trust who you are, trust your path, and know that your soul is lighting your path. You know, no matter what, your soul is leading the way, okay? I love you. Thank you again for being here, for your time and energy, and I send you much love. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. I love each and every one of you. You are love. You are infinite. Like the sun, you are worth every risk there is to take. The only risks worth taking are for love. And at the end of it all, the only thing you will regret is not taking a risk on love. Love yourself enough to be open to what is meant for you. Let go of the programs, the beliefs, the limitations that keep you from knowing your true self. Know that you are whole and complete, and anything you want, anything you desire will come to you as soon as you embrace yourself. So if it's in the name of love, choose love, take the risk. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, for your time, your energy, for walking this amazing path of love with me. It's definitely not a boring journey, so I'm so grateful for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes, your shares, for supporting each other. And know that I will get back to each and every one of you as quickly as I can. But I'm with you. I'm with you in heart and spirit always. We're always connected. We are one. So I love you guys. All my love. Infinite love. Stay strong. Stay true to you. Love you.